Oh god. Ichiban! Why? Why, Ichiban? Welcome, peasants. You are watching the one, the only, Head Barron. Please be entertained, but don't take me too seriously. Today we're going to take a look at Yakuza Like a Dragon. I'm not going to lie to you guys, you do some crazy shit in this game. Throwing bombs at tigers, punching them in the face, spraying champagne all over everyone. It's nuts. I think that's one of the things that makes this game so compelling. It's just so damn entertaining. Everything you do is just taken to such a ridiculous extreme. It had me laughing more times than I could count. I mean, take a look at this.
Sojimaru! Activate cleanup!
Activating cleanup. Sensors online. Sojimaru. Activating set.
This must be what hell looks like.
That's pure gold, my friends. And don't worry, I'm allowed to say that because Granny survived. Still alive! Unlike previous entries in the series, Yakuza Like a Dragon is a turn-based RPG. And like most games in the genre, you will be spending most of your adventure with a party of characters. This brings me to the next highlight of Yakuza Like a Dragon, its quirky cast of characters. To start things off, you've got Namba, a scruffy hobo who joins Ichiban on his quest. Hey ladies. He is a former nurse turned street bum that saves Ichiban's life early in the game. His fighting style is hilarious. He has a variety of unique attacks, most of them revolving around his stinky hobo breath. Adachi is an old ex-cop trying to weed out corruption.
Oh, shut up. I need to save my energy for this shit, so don't make me answer stupid questions.
The game never misses a chance to crack jokes at his expense.
You can do it, Papa!
Hey, Pop, can I have some money?
Don't get ahead of yourself, you little shit.
Damn, Pop's an asshole.
Then there's Sayako, a barmaid who spends her time secretly looking after her twin sister. She is like a big sister to the rest of the cast, and is pretty unique when it comes to combat mechanics.
Mic drop bungee! Yada 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 yada!
She is the only required female party member. Because of this, most of her job classes are basically exclusive to her, which makes her kinda unique. Jungi Han is a Korean mafia badass who is incapable of showing emotion. Kinda like me, minus the Korean part.
Yeah.
He is your stereotypical assassin archetype, but with guns. That's right, you shoot that Roomba, Jungi. Zhao is the leader of the Chinese mafia, and joins your crew fairly late in the game. He's a good lad, but a horrible leader.
Do you like my hair?
After everything I did to you guys, as selfish as I was, you'd still call me your friend?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I?
Finally, last, but not least, is main boy Ichiban Kasuga, the man with the hair and a heart of gold. Early in the game, he willingly serves as a sacrificial lamb for his Yakuza family. As a result, he ends up spending 18 years in the slammer. He's your stereotypical selfless good egg. He will do anything for a friend or a stranger. Need to beat up a bear? No problem. Need help with your car-sized Roomba malfunctioning? No problem. Creepy flasher stalking you in the park? No problem. Ichiban has your back. Guaranteed, or your money back. As much as I enjoyed my time with the game, there are a few gripes worth mentioning. Movement in this game can be a little touchy at times. You have the option of both walking and running, but walking is way too slow, so you'll be running most of the time. The caveat is that Ichiban will collide with almost everything like a drunken sailor. Don't be surprised if your traversal of the in-game city looks a little something like this. Excuse me.
Out of my way!
This is a minor frustration that is easy to ignore once you get used to it. Unlike the character movement, though, the combat's balancing is harder to overlook. I know it was the developer's first time making a turn-based RPG, but hot damn is the balancing in this game a mess. There were several points in the game where you go from this
Yeah!
to this. Oh god. Oh god. No! No! And then back to this. It can be a little traumatic, to say the least. Most games have a steady, progressive, and consistent ramp up in difficulty, where the opponents gradually get stronger as your party levels up. In Like a Dragon, it feels like you're either crushing it, or being crushed by it, and that is just a shame. One highlight of the combat system is definitely the game's summon system, called Pound Mates. The premise is that Pound Mates is a company with a mobile app that matches customers with freelancers looking for work. It's pretty clever. Most of the Pound Mates are unlocked by completing side quests. The cast of Pound Mates is quite varied, each performing a different effect when called in battle. The highlight of this system is the animation that plays for each summon. They are right at home in this game. Just take a look at these.
What's the matter? Do you want your milk or maybe your toy? Are you feeling fussy? Well, are you hungry?
Come on, fucking do it if you've got the balls.
Don't let all this goofiness fool you though. The game's main plot is pretty serious stuff.
Can't do it, huh? That what the girls say about you too?
I won't lie, it does a good job keeping you invested in what is going on.
Little bitch like you ought to know better. Now, you're dead.
In typical Yakuza fashion, there is a large cast of villains, side characters, and various groups to keep track of, each with its own relationship to the other groups and characters in the game.
Dumbass. Do it if you're gonna.
Look at all these people.
That's what I'm talking about.
And that's not even all of them. I like this sort of stuff, so it didn't bother me, but it definitely requires you to concisely pay attention during the cutscenes, or you'll quickly become lost. No checking Facebook while the cutscene plays for you, you heathen. Pay attention to the damn game. Or don't. It's cool.
No more animals!
Optional side content in Like a Dragon falls into two categories. Sub-stories is the game's version of side quests. These are the typical filler content you will find in most RPGs, but drenched in a goofy coating of Yakuza humor. I have already shown you clips from several of these earlier in the video. Things like beating up escaped circus animals in the park, stopping a car-sized Roomba from destroying the city, etc. The second type of side content in the game takes the form of mini-games, called activities in the game. There is a dizzying amount of these spread all throughout the game world. Activities are a staple of the Yakuza series, and can easily add dozens of hours to the playtime if you want to partake in all of them. I see you, Mr. Completionist. You're crazy, man. There is standard stuff like gambling establishments, mahjong parlors, batting cages, and so on. And then you have more unique and creative activities like a mini-game that has Ichiban riding around town collecting cans of recycling. Karaoke makes a return in this game as well, with the hilarious music videos the series is well known for at this point.
Around your guts, armor into, devour it all. In the depths of your despair, the pot is dark deep in your nightmare. The demon plots, we're dining in hell, hard and night.
There are also arcades full of those annoying claw machines with the stuffed animals in them. You know what I'm talking about.
Doggy.
The arcades even have old Sega games you can play in them, like Virtua Fighter. Hop. 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 Squat. Ninja.
I'm just waiting for my sister.
Ooh, sorry, I got distracted there for a moment. The point is, there are a lot of activities to partake in, but don't worry, they are all optional. No pressure here. I still see you, Mr. Completionist. You're still crazy, man. I highly enjoyed my time with Yakuza Like a Dragon. Its unique style and quirky sense of humor are hands down the biggest highlights of the experience. Unfortunately, the same can't be said for the game's uneven difficulty curve, which was my biggest gripe.
I think that's fucking stupid.
If you played the game, let me know what your highlights and gripes are in the comments down below. While you're at it, be sure to like, subscribe, and do all the other things too. This has been the Head Barron. I hope you were entertained. See you next time.